Vakhandle Group lowu i ntlawa lowu nga ku heleketaka evuwiseleni bya wena hi ndlela yo hlawuleka. U nga ha tlhela u vuyeriwa wa ha ri kwala emisaveni. Swiyenge swa Vakhandle Group swi katsa leswi: muganga basic laha u chayelaka hi ntsengo wo sukela ka 110 rand. U kuma tende 100 wa switulu, mobile toilet, basic sound system, tihunyi na 5000 rand. Muganga premium u chayela hi ntsengo wo sukela ka 130 leyi ku nyikaka 10,000 rand. Muganga super premium ya ku nyika 15,000 rand yi tlhela ku nyika vanhu va ntlhanu vo pfuna loko u joyina hi mali yo sukela ka 150 rand ntsena. Muganga cash only benefit u joyina hi mali yo sukela ka 110 rand loko u ri xirho u nga engetela 50 rand ntsena. U joyina muganga unveiling benefit vuxokoxoko byi le ka 064 755 5674 kasi eka website hi vakhandlegroup.co.za. Rhumela rungula eka info@vakhandlegroup.co.za. Vakhandle Group, we are family.
Loko hi karhi hi sungula video leyi hi ku ya hi wena influencer i yini, ene hi ku ya hi wena do you think Gavaza i influencer, Gagash influencer, Manyangatsi influencer, Samantha i influencer, Chavi influencer, Cynthia Mafenya influencer, Zyle influencer, the twins influencer, Pilan influence. So I will gonna use some of these people to give you example of that. So I will show you what an influence is. Influence so vulakum una nhlohlotelo wo karhi ka vanhu vo karhi. So loko sweswi like Budma Julu was one of the greatest influencer, like hinkwenu ku na leswi nga a hi swi kopela hi n'wi imitate wena a wu ya kwini, simple like that. That makes you an influence. But anyways, if you have your company, you want to get your tax clearance certificate or tax compliance certificate, or you need to submit your returns for your company or for you as an individual. And by the way, if you are a teacher, you probably have money on SARS on your e-filing. Talk to me and let's get that money together, by the way. Anyways, so if you need company registration, or if your company has been deregistered and you want to retrieve it back so that you can be able to apply for your citizen tender, talk to me. I'm your guy. 076 566 1277. Jaime tu mai baba jaro kula imbacha danona chiteve oh yemane mi amugela ka the channel that matters. Akuwe ambokwata yey walaba awulabi idazuku yo me amugela ka the only channel that matters to watch. And I was selling this YouTube channel, so I was selling it at 40,000, and then I got someone who was like, give it to me at 40,000. It was just a matter of my guy, give it to me. But I'm like, 20,000. No, man, can't do that. Can't do that. But anyway, I feel good now. I think I can run with this platform. I love it so much. Let's talk about what an influencer is. So Magata influence is not about kumanyangati titwanjani ya approve ku influencer ya man, Gavaza titwanjani ya approve ku influencer ya man, Chavi titwanjani ya approve ku influencer ya man, Gagash titwanjani ya approve ku influencer ya man. No one has a license to approve ku influencer ka Gaza iman. It is just that it has been associated with a lot of bad influencers. Imagine if you are being influenced by Pilan. Imagine if you are being influenced by people like Gagash. It means you will never have financial control in your life. Simple as that. Like imagine if you are influenced by people like Gabi. It means you will have a problem of being delusional. Imagine being a delusional person because of the influence you got from Gabi. Imagine if you are influenced by people like Gaza Bosch. It means you are influenced by someone who are every day. You can imagine. So celebrity has fun influence. So now let us check the definition of what an influencer is. Influencer is a person who has a large following on social media and can influence the opinions, decisions, or buying behavior of their audience. So now, munhu loyi a swi kotaku ku tana a certain trend and you buy to it, like for example Budma Julia na that's an influencer. You can have your own problems with Gagash, but that guy is an influencer. He's a promoter, of course, for events and stuff like that, but he's an influencer. How many people had Facebook names like Greater Gagash, Greater Gyan, Greater Maibaba, Greater what, because of his Greater Gagash municipality? We had people doing that. We had people trying to speak like him. Like, you may not like Luan Samba or Pilan. You may not like, but Pilan is an influencer. He has a large following. He can affect people's influence. He can make people cover. Those kind of things that people use now on Facebook. He is waiting. That's an influence. You may have your own issues with Gavaza. Gavaza do may want. She remains an influencer. You don't have to approve it as poor as Sukawan has gone on. She remains an influencer. You like it or not, she's an influencer. Akuna munhu anga license to approve influencer iman. It's just that we have a lot of bad influencers. Imagine you are inspired by Gobos. Like a typical example that you wouldn't agree. Like Agiazo angevulu sokunani no pastor. Agiazo. Varman. Nashibongo shena sti mabasa. Agiazo is an influencer. Like shows ningafika no huma istarada so. Nifika no Agiazo la. That's influence. He can even establish a t-shirt and says Agiazo. People will buy because they love him. And even if they don't love him, but he has influence over their mind. So, an influence is someone people trust. Kuvangutemba njani as Catholic, he remains an influencer because Vangutemba, they can use his gimmicks, they can act like the way he does. It's an influence. People trust and people follow and people listen to that person. So how many people Varma Gagash or Pilan gets? Like Samantha is an influence. I have no problem, but Samantha remains an influence. Even Zyle, he remains an influence. So it's not about how I don't like Sarakwan Zyle. It's like when Zyle do those things, you will never remember Manando Marcavando Fonano Puntayanwa, like as now Copela Zyle. So that's influence. And these people are being followed or trusted or listened from platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or Twitter. So these are not people you can find on the mainstream media. That's why they're not celebrities. They're influencers. So you may have different kinds of influencers. Like you can have like a lifestyle influencer, like they share daily life, fashion, food, and travel. These are kind of people like what Gavaza. They always tell you, they update you about their lives. Like they do everything like on the platter. The only thing they don't show there about Gavaza is sex. The rest they do. Like even when they're chilling, they prefer having cameras on. And then you have entertainment influencers like Bosolu Makamu, Chavi. Like these are comedians, dancers, content creators, people like us who fall under the content creator. So a content creator is an influencer. If you didn't know. So a content creator is an influencer. It's just an entertaining influencer. He's a type of an influencer. Influencer anga approve you when. One to says, Ambo kwat, walaba ulab, utazoku. And then we have educational influencers, teach something, finance, health, school trips. Like these are the people that you will find them teaching a lot of lifestyle, whether they're teaching you about AIDS or HIV or meds or anything, but they don't do it as a business kind of a thing. It becomes a business, but they do it as a lifestyle. Like you'll find someone today we're going to talk about HIV. You don't know who sponsors that person, things like that. And then community influencers, respected people in local areas and groups. So look, when he arrives in a community or in a meeting, in a community meeting, you will see he gets a lot of respect. So he's an influencer, that guy. So key point. Let me read this thing for you. You must know, by the way. An influencer doesn't need to be famous. Anyone who can affect people's actions, even in a small community, is considered an influencer. So you just have to have a commanding voice or a commanding aura. You know, like Mukwanas is very famous, man. There are people who are not famous, but when you talk to them, you speak like them after leaving you. You know, when you met like let's say you go meet someone like a DG, a director general. He's not famous, that person. And then when he presents something, you get inspired. And then, but hey, even when you walk like them. When you talk like them. You know what Sodi does to his fans? Like, they speak like them. Speak like him. So that's what an influencer is. Influencer is not how you feel. It's not how you think someone doesn't influence you. There's a lot of people who are influencers, man. Like, we just have different types of influencers. So sometimes let's do some research. Samantha, focus on Samantha, so you can't even want to argue with Samantha. Samantha, you can have a debate like that is sound. Loko la kubona debate ekutwala Samantha bla bla minwala skwamula mabele, like those kind of things, you know. That's what she does, like iPhones or misisi, those kind of things she sells there. It will make sense to her. Other than that, something that is of high level, Samantha will never understand. I can send Jova shikomisha matima shikomisha ranzo shikomisha kutsambeka. I joined in the burial group. We win 15,000 ml, 10, the 200 years tool, decoration, basic sound system, family come for collection, 5 years and what phone. You're going to MC, my guy. Kushaya, good talk, sure. I'm be to Yan to Bulang Maratuko.